What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Tarottothecore. I'm Destry, your local wizard, here to bring you your weekly forecast. I hope you used your intuition to pick which deck you want, 1 through 5. And we'll just start off here. We'll start off with Group 1. And we'll shuffle the deck. Hope everybody in Group 1 had a good week last week. If you watched last week, I hope I was accurate and you enjoyed what you heard. So let's see what Group 1 has in store for them this time. A couple more times here. We'll get her done. All right, Group 1. You're going to start off with the 3 of Discs. Works. So, this card is pretty self-explanatory when we see this coming up. Your week is just starting off. It's working out, feeling good. It's okay, just keep on moving, trucking. It's going the way it should. It's all right. Nothing to worry about, not yet. We'll see what comes up. But, just keep that belief, like everything works, everything's working out. You're in the right space. Let's keep moving forward and doing that and keeping the perfect symmetrical triangle that we have there. And then we get the Queen of Wands. So during this week, when you pull up to the second one, we have the works card, so it's really working out. And you pretty much, you have it figured out. With the Queen of Wands, you know what you want, you know how to act, and you really got your week figured out. It's not too much to worry about. You're really feeling it, you're really in the groove, you're really in your power. You're just explosive, and you're just kind of on this rhythm, which I would really hold the rhythm and just keep it moving. Stay that powerful person, stay who you're supposed to be. And if your rhythm starts to get messed up, I'd step back and try to, get your vibration in order, because once you get off to negative vibrations, everything can get a little messed up. So just stick right there. It's really working. You're powerful. Then we get the Chariot card. So, with this card popping up third, what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, it works. You're really in your power. You know what you want. You know what you're doing. And with the Chariot, now you're just really striving for it. You're on the move. You really know where you want to go, where you want to be. And these new beginnings, this move that you're on, is really looking good. And you know it's going to be good. Like, your intuition. Like, stick to your intuition with this, because your intuition is telling you to stay on it. It's whatever you're striving for. What I'm hearing, it's gonna work. It's gonna bring great things, because you already know where you're at. It's just perfect. And then we get the 10 of Discs, wealth. So this is a great rhythm here that we're getting into, and you're in your power. The move that you're doing, this new beginning that you're striving for, and it's all shifting this week. You're really in your rhythm, and you've really been listening to your intuition. It's going to bring great things to you. It could be money, it could be emotional standing, whatever your rhythmic balance is. You're really there, and I recommend staying there. And this should continue. You're really in your practice of being yourself and being in your own power. And really moving forward, I could really see, if you stay in this rhythmic balance, whatever you're striving for, you can really attack it, and you can really accomplish this. So I would stay there, stay in this practice all the time. And then we'll move on to the 6 of Wands for your 5th card, Victory. So Group 1, we get victory at the end. So this new beginning, this rhythm you're on, and you're just on the attack, and now you're getting great wealth, and you're victorious. This new thing that you've began is just totally working for you. You should stay on that path. That path is great for you. Continue this path throughout this week, throughout next week. This is what works for you. So you've figured it out. Kudos to Group 1. because your rhythmic balance, your intuition and everything, you've really been listening to it, and you're really starting to understand who you are and where you want to be. And you're just going to continue to be victorious in all these things that you are trying. Group 1, your week looks fantastic. I would stay here, keep on the move. It just works for you. I'm really glad you're starting to figure out where you are and where you want to be. Thank you, Group 1. If you like what you heard, please hit subscribe at the bottom. And if you want a more personal reading, maybe into what this new beginning is, how this rhythm balance works, Group 1, you can email me at tarottothecore@gmail.com, or you can also look me up on Instagram and DM me, and we will have a consultation about this new move and all these victorious things you were coming into. All right, let's move on to Group 2. Let's see where Group 2 is at this week. I hope you're doing well, Group 2. It's always good to have a good week. But through this weekly forecast, we can also figure out things we need to work on a week-to-week basis. If you start picking, like the same kind of group every week, you might start to see what you need to shift. So that's how this really helps, and this is how I want to help people to see where you would need to shift, not just like forecasting your week for you, but make you realize where things would need to shift. So Group 2, we're going to start off with the 6 of this, success. So you're already starting out in a successful time, successful moment. And I mean, this card is like, it's just really self-explanatory. I mean, you're in your success. The beginning of the week is looking good. Good vibrations, everything. You're really in the move. I can sense that you're really feeling powerful in this week and you want things to happen for you. And with the success card, I really see all these things happening. And then we get the Knight of Wands. So with the Knight of Wands, with your success, this is showing you on the attack. I really see that you're powerful. You're on the attack. I mean, you're just like, well, bam, So stay there. Stay in this vibration, because we all know what happens if you get off. It can get a little upsetting. So if we get the 5 of the Cups next, disappointment. So what I'm seeing when this comes up in your week, you were successful, you felt powerful, but maybe you didn't know how to handle all this success and all this power. And so you're kind of like being a disappointment, or maybe what you were striving for didn't really pan out the way you thought it would. But sometimes things are supposed to happen like that for like a completion standpoint. So I wouldn't get disappointed if it didn't actually pan out the way you wanted it to, but keep striving towards it, because you see the success. So keep trying to get more success and keep striving to get there, because it will bring a completion into your life. Don't feel like it's too much. You got to stay there and get that vibration going and really sense it. Then Group 2, you get the Universe. So like I was saying, with the disappointment, you get the Universe. So this is like a whole sense of completion in life. So what you're doing is actually a very good completion, and it's bringing things to an end for you, so you can really start moving forward. So maybe this disappointment card, something ended and you're a little disappointed in it. You didn't want it to end that way, or you didn't really want it to go that way. But if you keep moving forward, you will have completion and all this success, and you will be feeling good. So Group 2, then we get the Knight of Wands. So if you don't sit in your disappointment, it's just a little mediocre thing. If you don't sit there with the Knight of Wands showing up towards the end of the week, I mean, this is you. Stay on the attack. Really stay where you're supposed to be, and you will move forward, and you will move forward fast after this completion. And a new way of life will be evolving for you. So this means like great things. If you're striving to start a new business or start little projects or whatever that you want to complete that really complete you. I recommend doing it. Don't get too disappointed in yourself. I mean, there is no failure. You're really successful, so keep doing it, Group 2. Group 2, your week looks great. I love you. Please keep coming back. If you like what you heard, please hit subscribe at the bottom. And if you want more detail on your generalized reading, if you like what you heard, you can always email me at tarottothecore@gmail.com or find me on Instagram at tarottothecore and DM me for a consultation. We'll discuss this more and really dig into what this all is. So let's move on to Group 3, see how you're doing. I can't speak today. It's all right, though. This is all for you. I'm not worried about me. All right, Group 3. We'll shuffle you a couple more times. Really see where you're at for this week. Get your weekly forecast. Remember, this is a generalized reading. We're just forecasting what your week may be. Maybe see what you need to work on. All right, Group 3. We start off with the 10 of Wands, oppression. So, Group 3. So this could be a job, or it could be like in a household circumstance or where you're just at in life. You really feel oppressed. You feel stuck. So nobody likes to feel stuck. So what I recommend for Group 3 is really sitting there and how do you get unstuck? If you don't like your job, I mean, I really know you just can't quit your job. I'm not telling you to just quit your job. But maybe look at other options or whatever, how to get out, save money to do something else. Because nobody likes feeling oppressed and stuck on where they're at. So let's try to meditate on it, figure out and maybe write down some ideas of where you could go, what you can do, what you like to do, because everybody likes to like their job. Not many people do, but we like it. And then we get the 4 of Wands, completion. So we're feeling stuck, but if we move forward, we'll start to feel a sense of completion if we get out of being stuck. I know a lot of people, they always get in their head and they feel stuck where they're at in a relationship or in a job, but we don't want to believe that. We want to keep going and get a sense of completion in life so we can keep moving forward. And then Group 3, you get the 9 of Cups, happiness. So I'm really seeing a shift in this feeling stuck in this oppressiveness and feeling that way because it's not really who you are. You're just kind of in a weird headspace where you can easily jump out of. And then we get the happiness. Everybody loves happiness. I mean, you see it all flowing through the cards, all the light and everything. I mean, you have a lot of happiness in your life, and you're just kind of like, what I'm hearing in my head is that you're just in your head, and none of this is actually real. It's just kind of an illusion of being stuck where you're at. You can move forward. You just have to look from another standpoint of yourself, like look outside for yourself, get in contact with your higher self, and really have a good talk with your spirit guides and everything. And then we get the 2 of Swords. We get peace. So once we get this shift going, completion and happiness, we really start getting a sense of peace, and we're really okay where we're at. There's no need to really just go wild and just run away because we felt oppressed for a second. It's just an illusion, getting stuck where you're at. And we want to move forward and feel peaceful. And yet you can accomplish that, Group 3. I see that for yourself. And then we get the Star. The Star just shows you how great your life actually is and where you are. You're not really oppressed. It's just, like I said, the illusion in your head. And then you really realize actually you're where you want to be. You're the star of everything you do, and you're really good at what you do. And you're really liked by a lot of people. So if we get out of our head and we start realizing this, all this happiness will come in, and we'll start getting a sense of self and really connect with our higher consciousness and our higher self and really start loving things. Thank you, Group 3. If you like what you heard, please subscribe at the bottom. Oops, I dropped the card. Please subscribe at the bottom, or you can find me on Instagram and DM me for a consultation at Tarottothecore, or you can also email me at tarottothecore@gmail.com to get a more detailed reading. Thank you, Group 3. We'll move on to Group 4. Group 4, shuffle you around here. How are we doing, Group 4? You doing okay? If you were here last week, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope I was accurate. And remember, Group 4, if you want a more detailed reading, you can always DM me on Instagram at Tarottothecore, or you can email me at tarottothecore@gmail.com. If you like what you heard, you can subscribe, and you can also leave a comment at the bottom. I would love that. Or if you have any advice, you can also give me advice. I'm willing to take advice. All right, Group 4, we're ready. So Group 4, we start off with 6 of Cups, pleasure. So Group 4, the pleasure card, you sense a lot of pleasure in your life. I sense that you really like to be pleasurable to other people, even your lover, and you feel strong at it and you're really good at it. Exploring things, exploring yourself. So let's keep on that, Group 4. I love the pleasure card. It's always a happy card. Everybody loves pleasure in their life. We get the golden cups and everything. Then Group 4, you move on to the 9 of Wands, strength. So you get a lot of strength and connection through this pleasure that we're talking about, which is good. I mean, so just listening here, seeing what's popping up. So, I mean, like the pleasure card, like I like to say, also means like a lot of sex, and we're really strong at it, and it's strong with what I'm hearing is your loved one, and you guys really connect, and you guys got a really good relationship going, is what I'm hearing. So, you guys relate on this. It's very good. You feel connected, and it helps you connect to yourself. So then we get the Princess of Discs. Now, Group 4, this can mean a couple things. Could mean like you feel like a little kid during this situation, and it's great, and you're feeling good. Or if you're a woman, it could mean that you might be trying to get pregnant through all this, and you're really strongly trying to do this. It could mean you're pregnant, but I hear like you're trying to. So, I mean, this is a generalized reading. That's what I'm hearing for somebody that's watching with Group 4, trying to get pregnant or something, and you love your other person, and it's all great. And so Group 4, we'll move on to the next card, the 7 of Discs. Maybe this trying and everything has been failing. It's the failure card. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's just failing at the moment. I would keep trying, keep moving forward if that's what you really want, if it gives you a sense of completion in life, if this is what you both want and you're striving for it. I would keep going, even though you failed a couple times at trying to have a new kid or something. That's what I'm getting from this reading, is you failed a couple times, and it's kind of hurting you, but I mean, you were really strongly trying it. And then we get the Sun card. So when the Sun card comes up next after the failure, I'm really seeing that actually you really should keep trying. This is a great chance. Both of you, your union is great. It's not the wrong person. It is part of your mission to have a kid together. This is just what I'm getting. It's a generalized reading. This is what I'm hearing. So Group 4, if one of you is trying to get pregnant, I recommend keep trying it with the right person that you are with. I see great things. The sun will rise. It will happen. I mean, it's a beautiful thing when we have a new kid. Everybody loves their kid. You know, I have 2 daughters of my own. We all love our kids. So with the Sun card, I really see great things coming. Don't worry if it's failed a couple times. It will happen when it's supposed to. So group 4, thank you for coming. If you like what you heard, or if you would like a more detailed reading on what your generalized reading was today, you can email me at tarottothecore@gmail.com, or you can find my Instagram, tarottothecore, and DM me there, and I will write you back, and we will discuss further and have a consultation about what you actually want. All right, let's move on to group 5. All right, group 5, I hope your last week was good. If this is your first time here, I hope you like what you see. Please hit subscribe if you have not yet at the bottom, and leave a comment if you love what you hear. And you know, if I'm accurate, if I wasn't, just let me know. You know, I have to remind you, this is a generalized reading, so just remember that. If you want a more detailed one, please email me. My email is at the bottom, or you can find my Instagram and DM me there. All right, group 5. You start off with the Fool. So, group 5, really starting off on your spiritual journey here. You're really open, really trying to find yourself. So many things happen with the Fool. There's so many things going on. You're starting to step out of fear of who people wanted you to be, and you're going to step off by yourself and jump into what you want. Now, when we pull the Fool, I see it a good time to do that. You're really connecting spiritually with your higher self and everything like that. Stepping out of fear, don't pay attention to it. Don't worry about what you hear in the background from everybody else is what I'm hearing, and really step into this. So group 5, your second card is the Hermit. So this is actually the perfect week. You will, from being the Fool, and you're really open to what you want to do, and you're stopping worrying about what everybody else wants you to do. So then we move on and become the Hermit. That doesn't mean that you're going to be alone or whatever, but you're following your path. You're following your path to be the master at it and what you like to do, and stopping doing what everybody else wants you to do, because that can be really detrimental to us when we keep doing what everybody else wants us to do. It doesn't go with our vibration. It doesn't do a lot. It does a lot of negative things for us. It can hurt us on a soul level. So we really got to follow our dreams. I always recommend following our dreams, because what we really want to do, we really will strive at. What everybody else wants you to do, it just becomes miserable, it becomes hard, and it really becomes hard on your soul and on an emotional and energetic level. So then we get the Prince of Swords. So I see you going on this journey of self, really finding out who you are. And then we get the Prince of Swords. So now with the Prince of Swords, we're cutting off all the baggage that didn't serve us before, which is really great. These cards flow really nice. You're cutting off all the baggage. You're getting organized with what you want to do, and you're proving to everybody that you can do it. You're not being down on yourself anymore, is what I'm hearing, and you're really moving forward. I really love that. Then we get Truce, the Four of Swords. So after we cut off all the baggage and everything, and we're really going straight on to our mission, that what we really want to follow, or you, I don't think I'm going with you, but I mean, if you want to, hello, and you're really getting organized, you really know what you want, and I love this. This is great. And then you become, at this point, now you're just, it's a truce. Like, you've come out of peace with yourself. You're not worried about everybody else and what they think. This is you. This is who you are, and you're about to show everybody who you are and what you can do in life, and not putting yourself down all the time and following what people want. It's really great. Then we get the Knight of Cups. So by doing this, I mean, you're really just raising above the rest by doing this. I mean, finding out who you are is a great sense of self, and it really makes you as a person feel better, at peace with yourself. You're calm, and you're finally doing what you love. Even if doing what you love is a struggle at first, it still feels good because you're finally moving forward and doing what you want to. And now with the Prince of Cups, you're rising above the rest with love, and you just love yourself and you trust yourself completely, which is great. So stick with this mission. It's fantastic. It's going to be successful. Moving on and finding out who you are and doing what you want to do is probably the greatest mission in life. Not many people do it. They just do what society wants them to do. I hear you're moving out of what society wants and you're doing what you want, which is fantastic. A lot of energy coming through for you, Group 5. I feel it. Really focus on who you are and what you want, and you will be successful. Thank you, Group 5. Thanks for joining me on Tarot to the Core. If you like what you heard, leave a comment. If you want a bigger detail on your life, what this mission is going to be, you can email me at tarottothecore@gmail.com or find me on Instagram, tarottothecore, and DM me. And also, if you like what you heard, comment at the bottom. I love you, Group 5. Great things. Thank you, everybody. Stay woke.